This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock, flush to his right, and that is incomplete here. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Locke. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Block working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Block. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Block now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos, nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Judy. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lock. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert rolling to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
And it's 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark. 15-7. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Locke. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, look. 64, weak. Check 37. Check.
Lock now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
23-yard line.
Here's Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts,
8 yards.
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lock going to throw. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's good, and it is now 21-7. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Until again. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
The 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Broncos 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, QB, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Here we go. Here.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flush to his right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. You're out.
From the gun, Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Drop.
1 yard.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos cut into that lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Herbert off of play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
First carry from Austin Eckler. This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And And he's got it up and through.
Chargers 35, Broncos 14. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Locke. This will be caught. Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. shotgun. Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Check 52. Slip.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Check.
And he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and inches, Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. All day. Kill. Gone.
Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. 34-yard punt, return of 9. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Let's go, D. Back, back, back. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Flushed out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32.
19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Lock. They'll run the screen with Carson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.